everyone, and welcome to a very quick little update vlog here on the Seri Pixel Biology channel. And we have a little bit to talk about this week because things have very clearly been extremely unusual among our channel content lately. And I'm mostly referring to the fact that ZooCrafting is missing. And I know so many of you guys are like, where is ZooCrafting? What's happening? Trivia trees, like Dog Quest, the side series for dinosaurs and farming. And for those of you guys who don't know because you missed out on the last couple of community update vlogs, or the last few, basically we were traveling for a long time and I wasn't able to pre-record everything before we were traveling. Then we got back and then I got really sick. And then just as I was starting to kind of pick up the pace after like returning home from traveling and seeing our new home in Ann Arbor for the first time. I'm so excited. We're moving in a couple months, but just as we got back from that traveling and I got over being sick, then the last week has really kind of been a bit of a doozy, and I'm gonna make it through this without crying. I'm gonna do my best. But as a lot of you guys know, last week my grandmother, my tutu lady, passed away, and I'm still kind of, you know, working through that, thinking about it. I talk about it a bit in the vlog channel, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to kind of pull myself together enough to make just a short little vlog talking about her and the memories I have of her and showing some of the gifts I have from her off. Some of the beautiful things I have from her to remember her with. But it's really interesting because she was 90, and we had enough time that a lot of the family was able to rush to her bedside, and I really am grateful because you hear that all the time in the stories, like they rushed to their grandmother's bedside and held her hand as she passed, and you hear that in the stories. And I used to work in nursing homes, and I know sometimes that's just not how it goes. Nature takes a path that goes a lot faster, or in the middle of the night when nobody's expecting it. And so I'm really grateful that my family was able to be with her. But I am still kind of, every time you think that you're like, oh, am I doing okay now? Are we back to the usual routine? Then just these emotions and feelings you can't really quite understand where the heck they just came from will kind of throw you off. And I don't know why, but for some reason ZooCrafting is the one thing, like, I'm balking at being able to slip back into, and I think it's because it's something I'm behind on so many projects on, so that feels kind of overwhelming. And then I just feel like it has to be perfect when I return to it, and that feels kind of overwhelming. And so I'm gonna try to just jump into it, and I'm gonna flail around. It's gonna be like Seri in the kiddie end of the pool again, just splashing and water going everywhere, rather than Seri, the beautiful synchronized swimmer in her beautiful world of Zoodesia. But I am gonna try to just jump back into it and just keep moving. And then hopefully get the flow going again, be able to get Dog Quest going again, because I have so many awesome ideas for that. I really want to dive into kind of blending the mythical dogs and the mythical birds and all sorts of fun little quests that you guys get to vote on in the straw polls there. And I really desperately, I have had the art done for months now. I have had so many new ideas. I really desperately want to get the farming side series and the dino side series going. So they may also be things where I'm just going to start them. I'm just going to start them and I'm just going to run with them, and then we'll have to build them up as we go on. So yeah, that's where ZooCrafting is right now. For some unknown reason, it's the one series that I'm kind of balking constantly at. I think because it represents so much that I have to do, so much that I've invested into it, and I just need to jump in and keep moving. So that's where ZooCrafting is right now, and that's why it's been kind of off and on. I was having trouble getting back into it, not because I don't love it, but I think because I'm just like overwhelmed by how much I want to do in it. That's more what it is. So I'm just gonna pick one thing, I think, and just do it. And then I'm just gonna do it every day. And then really not having it as a daily series threw me off a lot harder than I thought it would be. I thought it would be less stress on me, and technically it was, because it was less work every day. But I just made new work for myself. I just found other series to start working hard on. And I miss it being my daily. And I do love that Stardew Valley has been my daily too. We're going to talk about important things about Stardew Valley in just a second as well. But yeah, that's where ZooCrafting has been. And where ZooCrafting That's where we are. You guys know where we are. Let me talk about where I want it to be. I want it to be hopefully back to a daily series, at least a few minutes every day, just to check in on things, make a little bit of progress. We may not be very fast on making progress like usual, but you guys have known that by now after almost 2-3 years of, definitely over 2 years, almost 3 years of working in the zoo. I'm not the fastest, but I have a great time. And yeah, we're gonna just, hopefully, that's the goal, daily ZooCrafting, weekly dog quest, by like every two times a week, 2 to 3 times a week farming side series, 2 to 3 times a week dinosaur side series, which sounds like a lot. I'm hoping to organize it so it's not overwhelming, and then we'll be able to move into that. So that's the goal with ZooCrafting. Caught up on all the trees, the NPCs from the old world, from all the letters, being able to get the trivia trees going, doing like speed builds for the Village of Light, being able to build up the new villages, opening the floor for, like, if you are a YouTuber who is over the age of 18 and has family-friendly content and is interested in ZooCrafting, then email me and then we can talk. If you're having, like, if you keep things kind of naturey, or you just keep things creative, or you like storytelling, email me and we'll talk, because we are going to be opening up to new ZooCrafters as well, just to try to bring in some fresh blood and ideas, and share our amazing world as we can. So yeah, there's that. And that's where ZooCrafting wants to be, where I want it to be, where we're going to try to get it to be. And Pavo has been amazing. If you guys have been on like a ZooCrafting like desert, then make sure you check out Pavo's channel, because he has done so much, and I am so grateful for all the hard work that he has done every day almost at making amazing things and continuing to rebuild after he lost his builds, unfortunately. And it's just been fantastic seeing the spirit of it carried on by him, so that I can kind of take a little bit of time to sort of curl up and breathe in, breathe out, and get to where I need to be. So there's that. There's ZooCrafting. Another important announcement. Where's Stardew Valley? It's been going up every day, and I don't know why, but it won't show up. So Stardew Valley has been uploaded, and it's been going out every single day nonstop, pretty much since we started it, if I remember correctly. And it's over episode 100 now. So if you have been enjoying Stardew Valley, yay, thank you so much. I am always so flattered when everybody is like, well, not everybody, but you know, like people comment like, this is my favorite series now. And when we get fan art for it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, because I love farming. I cannot wait to start the farming side series in our Minecraft series, and just start up all of the other series that have to do with farming, maybe even Farmville 2 again. I don't know. I just love farming games. I have no idea why. But we will be hopefully moving into more Stardew Valley. I'm super excited with how it's going, and by more I just mean continuing with the daily stuff. There's supposed to be a huge update potentially coming out next month, so I might kind of go at a bit of a slow pace for playing it myself until I can figure out where that update is, because there's some mods I really want to add in, but I don't want to add in the like game-changing mods until we have the update, so that we know if those mods can still be used or not. So I'm kind of keeping my ear to the ground on the Stardew Valley mods, but Stardew Valley has been going out every day, and if it's not showing up in the uploads tab, if it's not showing up in the videos tab, check the playlist, check your sub box, and honestly that's the best place to go, because sometimes it does that. I had an adventure vlog where we found a tiny cricket frog that we put out recently, and a snake recently, and for some reason those ones didn't show up in the uploads tab, and it didn't show up in the videos tab, but it's in the playlist and it's in the sub boxes. So just always double check playlist. If you're like, you know, I haven't seen such and such a series in a while, is it still being updated? You may be surprised, so make sure you check those things out. I might even no, I thought about that for a second. I was like, I might even start putting links for you guys in these weekly update videos of the videos that went out. But no, because we put out up to 30 to 50 a week, so that would be overwhelming. Check my Twitter too. You can see like videos that have gone out on my Twitter. I might start really trying to maybe put them on the Facebook or something like that. So yeah, there's lots of places you can double check. If you haven't seen the series for a while and you're kind of wondering what's going on, make sure you check the playlist, because for some reason they just don't show up sometimes. I love Stardew Valley. So that being said, let's see. Summer of the Wolves is continuing, so I have brought back Wolf Quest, and the response has been so much better. Thank you guys. The nastiness and the kind of vile behavior and attitude that some of mostly our younger viewers were kind of getting into has been removed, and it's been a wonderful experience since then. We're starting to get in some beautiful fan art, and if you guys are wondering, because I get this every time, where do I send fan art? You can check check the video description and it'll have several links that you can send fan art to: my Twitter, my Facebook, my email, normally the PO box, but that might be closing soon, so hang on that, just because we're moving, you know. Then I'll open it again once we finish moving. But yeah, Summer of the Wolves is going pretty well, and because the positivity has returned to our WolfQuest community, it's been a lot easier to record WolfQuest. Even though it's the same 2 levels, it feels like a fresh story again because we have that positive atmosphere back in our community. And I am going to be doing a lot of straw polls where you guys get to determine if like a puppy might die, a puppy might get an ancestor blessing, or there might be a personality trait that you forever assign to it. Nothing may happen, a boost may happen, a bonus may happen. There's lots of different things that those straw polls will potentially do to our wolves that you guys will be able to vote on pretty soon. So make sure when you go into the episodes, you always are checking the video description to see if there's a straw poll for something about those wolves then. And it's the same sort of straw poll situation that we're going to be using like in our Minecraft farm side series, where you guys are going to help me like pair up the different villagers and figure out who's going to date who, and you guys are going to help me figure out like what sort of cool festivals we're going to throw, what sort of special events we might have. You might help me vote on who we should allow to move into our little village we're going to be building in Minecraft. In Zoodesia, the world in particular, like the world, the server of Zoodesia, but not in the zoo itself. We're going to go into a new zone. So it's going to be really fun. You're even going to help me figure out what type of special breeds of horses from Horsehaven that I'm going to make into special textures and put into the game might show up in our farming side series, because you're going to vote and you're going to see like what the probability is, and you're going to vote, and whatever you guys vote on, that's the type of foal that's going to be born. So there's going to be lots of interactive, awesome stuff like that coming up in pretty much as many of our series as I can possibly make, including Zoo Tycoon 2, which there's a very, very special project going on for Zoo Tycoon 2 in the background. And I hope to have it out on a very special day that's coming up pretty soon. But just keep your eyes out, because I think it's going to come out this week if everything goes to plan, because an amazing person, and I won't say who because then it'll give stuff away, but an amazing person's working on something behind the scenes to make it possible. But yeah, Zoo Tycoon 2, I've actually been waiting to kind of get back into it until we can do this special sort of like quest event, like we used to do those quest events. I have a very special one I want to do, and then we might start rolling at least once or twice a week, probably at least twice a week, into Zoo Tycoon 2 again. Spore is going great. If you guys enjoy making spore animals, I need lots and lots of space cats, and I have uploaded the space cat template and the currently created space cats to our Facebook in a Facebook album, so you can go and you can find it and you can download the image and make space cats in your spore game from our Facebook album there. So I really need more space cats, because I need at least 30 space cats, and it's really hard to make enough space cats. So if you guys can help me with space cats, like keeping the basic form and shape of the cat but making it different every time, that would be really cool. So that's what we've got going on in Spore. Warriors has gotten amazing. Warriors has thrown several unexpected events at me, and I've had to roll with it. And our random generators have been rolling left and right to determine who lives, who dies, what injuries they have, how severe those injuries are. And our Warrior series is becoming more complex than I ever imagined it could be, and I love it. And it's been a ton of work, but you guys have been totally awesome, and I love seeing all the role playing and the interaction that gets going in the comments, how excited and positive you guys are, and it's just been a fantastic experience. So I can't wait to do more behind the paws sort of things. I have several, and I actually do read you guys like little fanfics and role plays, so I have several ideas that I've sort of earmarked and put to the side for doing alternative universe shorts, where it'll be like just a special little episode doing like a little skit with the cats that's just kind of like alternative universe. It's not actually happening in the game, like in the plot, but we're just telling a story, like what if sort of story. So I'm actually keeping an eye on what you guys put in those comments, and I'm tagging like certain plots that you guys come up with or certain role plays, and kind of putting them to the side to potentially use in those alternative universe little videos in the future as little bonus videos. So those will be really fun too. 101 Dalmatians continues to be amazing and fun. Sims 4 Dine Out has come out, and I have no idea why it has just like changed the game for me, but it has, and I love it. So I'm hoping to get more Sims 4 out soon too. And I think that covers a lot, not all of our series by far, but it covers a lot of just the news of the updates, where things are, where I want things to be. I still really want to bring Subnautica. I went to actually try to record Endless Ocean the other day when I was feeling a little bit depressed after everything happened. I was like, let's try something new. So I went to pick Endless Ocean up and to see if I could work with chips to figure out how to hook our Elgato emulator up to my computer and start recording on the Wii, because we've never tried to do that before. Then I realized I don't own Endless Oceans. So that's why that one hasn't started, because I have thought about doing the Let's Play of it for so long, I neglected the fact that I actually don't own the game. So we'll have to see how that goes. We're a little bit tight right now because we're getting ready to move, but hang in there. I don't know when Endless Oceans will come up. Subnautica might have to be a good stand-in. We'll have to see. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. Maybe I should do like a mermaid thing in Sims 3. I've got Sims 3. I love Sims 3. I haven't messed with mermaids. I haven't done anything with diving yet. Maybe we'll do something like that. So everybody seems to do an island paradise Let's Play now and then. I would probably use a custom island though. So yeah, that's what's going on in those various series and behind the scenes, and yeah, Viva Pinata, and yeah, so many things, even cooking, like, what is it, like Cook Serve Delicious. I love cooking games, even things like that I want to start putting up now and then, and I think it's just because it's fun to try new things, it's fun to jump into certain things, and I am going to bring back the things that mean so much to so many of us, like ZooCrafting. But yeah, you might see some new things pop up now and then, and that's just me kind of trying something out and figuring out if I enjoy it or not, and sort of getting new energy and new vibes going while I continue to sort of do this with my emotions and with everything that's been going on in life. But things are good. I'm not sad, because sad implies there's something to fix. I'm just, life is continuing to move forward, and there's something kind of quiet in a very contemplative way when that happens. So yeah, there's that. The vlog channel has been kind of on hold until I could feel composed enough to start doing things again, but I hope to do more vlogs, more walking, more out there, which is what I need. But that's enough emotion stuff for the vlog channel. And the last thing I wanted to say is that I wanted to try doing something new, and I'm not sure how this will go. And you guys are probably going to be like, Seri, you have so many other projects to do. Why on earth are you even doing this? And the answer is because it's your guys' community and your guys' energy and your guys' happiness and kindness, and knowing that I can make you guys happy with what I do can really help move me through even the thickest of emotions. So I'm going to try something new, and what I want to do is every update vlog, I will open this opportunity up to you guys if I think I'm going to be able to do it that week, but I want to dedicate a video to one of you, and it can be any kind of video. In fact, this is how it works. I know that you guys enjoy what we do. I know you enjoy the community. I know you enjoy seeing the games, the stories, the adventures, but I would love to know what you love, like what detail you love. You could tell me how you love watching Anita in 101 Dalmatians cook cookies for her children. You could tell me how you love watching the turtles, the tortoises wander around in Zoo Tycoon 2. You could tell me how much you love watching all the random things the dogs have found in Dog Quest, inside the chest when they go on their special walks. You could tell me about how Disco Zoo just makes you super happy. It's just a fun little random game that just makes you excited. But basically, I just want to know those kinds of details. Tell me for if you could have a bonus video come out this week that was dedicated to you, and just kind of this video is in dedication to so-and-so because they really love 101 Dalmatians, just to give another example, because they think that Meredith and her imaginary friend are going to be a really fun story to watch as they grow together, and she has to find her creative muse that's powerful enough to bring him to life. If you can tell me the details of a specific series and why you like it, and it doesn't have to be dramatic. I'm actually looking for lighthearted, fun things, not Seri, my dog died and my cousin got hit by a car all on the same day, and so that's why, like, I need more warriors. Not that kind of stuff, please. I'm talking about the lighthearted stuff, the details of what you love inside of our adventures. And it can be a series we do every day, like Stardew Valley. It could be a series that we only do on occasion, like Disco Zoo. It could be any of those things, but it has to be one of the ones we're currently working on. But if you could tell me something you love about that series, like I said, it could be tiny things like watching Tate take care of his garden in Sims 4, or it could be bigger themed things like the fact that you just really love wolves, and every time you watch Wolf Quest, you really feel inspired when you watch the wolves run down the hill to like eat the elk to study harder in school. Just stuff like that, but lighthearted stuff, please, not the like serious, deep, depressed stuff. Just lighthearted reasons that you love a series. Then I will use a random generator to help me so that it's like really nice. And then we will pick one of you guys randomly from the comments for people who reply on that tone, and we will try to put a bonus video up through this week. So this next week we'll have like an extra video of that on top of what we would normally do, and it'll be like, this is dedicated to so-and-so. And again, you guys might be thinking, Seri, you're so busy all the time. Why would you make another video that you have to do during the week? And it's honestly because I hope to kind of draw on the energy that you guys give me when you tell me what you love in the details of our adventures. And I just felt like when I had this idea, I realized that I really clicked with it, and I just really feel like it'll help me kind of stand up, shake off, and dive in with all of the creative excitement and imagination and happiness that's needed to do what we do. So that's why. But I hope it's a good idea. It's not meant to be something to hurt anybody's feelings. If I get a lot of the like, oh, she didn't pick me, when the random generator, you guys, then I might not do this again. But I want to try it out just because I think it'll really make my heart so happy to hear about the details of what you really love in a series. Maybe you're like me and you're just like, I love watching Sims cook food. It's so cool. I would love to watch more Sims cook food. Like, can Iris bake more cookies for the Quirky Club? Like, it could be stuff like that. It could be anything. But not the sad stuff, please. Like the happy stuff, the details of what's actually in the stories that you enjoy. But yeah, just share that with me. And we'll snag a random generator and pick from the people who reply on that tone of comment and dedicate an extra video to you guys this week. Because I think that it'll be a good thing for me to be able to see your excitement and what makes you happy, and to have the opportunity to try to give some of that happiness back through creating something good and beautiful. So thank you guys so much for your patience as I rambled as usual this week. I am feeling much better, as you can tell, but it is kind of ebby and flowy. So I'm gonna roll with it, and I'm gonna do my best to get as many of the episodes up on time and up at their usual pace as I can, which is still like sometimes it's 8 a day. So sometimes I do overload myself a little bit, but I love what I do. And thank you guys so much, because as I thought about, you know, anytime you have a brush with death in the family or in your awareness, it makes you think about what you do and why you do it. And I just love knowing that as long as I can sincerely work my hardest to try to educate, but also show creations and also tell adventures and stories and work really, really, really hard to make myself a better person on top of all of that, because I need to be a better person if I'm going to have so many people listening to me and so many people like saying they're inspired by me. Then you're like, fudge, I really, really have to be a good person, and I really have to work hard at it. And you already want to be, but then it makes you take things really, really seriously. Because of all that, I don't have any regrets about how I'm living, because of you guys and because of my own personal proud happiness of where I am and where I've gotten to. So thank you guys. Very serious rambliness again, and I'm gonna just go on a nice walk now and then get ready to record even more things for you tonight. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.